Hello everyone and welcome to Module 3. I'd like to take the opportunity to go over some of the assignments, classroom activities, and submissions that we will be focusing on this week. Alright, so in Module 3 this week we will be looking at nursing theory, evidence-based practice, and cultural competence. As usual, you'll find your module objectives listed right here below the overview. But let's focus a little bit on your to-do list. You do have several classroom activities as well as assignments that are due this week. As usual, in this type of a course, an accelerated online course, it is a very busy with workload week, so do be sure to plan your week with regard to your schedule, organization, and with your work environment. So your reading assignments this week are in your textbook. Please review the reading assignments here. That will help you answer your discussion board questions and also help you with future assignments in the course. We have 6 classroom activities that we would like for you to complete this week. The first one is completing a web lesson on searching for evidence-based practice. This is something that will help you not only with searching for literature, but also in understanding evidence-based practice when referencing and citing in your major papers in the course. Next, we'd like for you to review the Contemporary Nursing Issue Project Guidelines and the format for the Contemporary Nursing Issue paper. This is the largest paper in the course worth the greatest amount of percentage of your grade. So, we definitely want you to review the rubric and the sample format so that you are best prepared for the assignments. Let's look at the rubric together for a second. This project is made up of Part A, which is the narrative portion, and Part B, which is a poster presentation that you will submit later on in the course. Let's focus on Part A right now. The narrative portion or the writing assessment in this project is made up of explaining the nursing issue, describing your position on that issue, giving support, and that means with literature or evidence-based practice on the issue, your conclusion, and as usual, your grammar, APA format, and your length requirement. Please be sure to pay close attention to this criteria because this is what we will be focusing on when we are giving you your grade of the paper. Now, we'd also like for you to review the sample format for the Contemporary Nursing Issue paper because this is something that will give you a much clearer idea of what's expected paragraph by paragraph. As usual, you have your cover page with your running head and all of your details here on the first page. But here it gives you an outline of what we would expect in the first paragraph, in the second paragraph, and then the following paragraphs of the assignment. So in the first paragraph, you're going to focus on basically what the issue really is at hand. You're going to define the issue, you're going to discuss how prevalent the issue is, and discuss some of the reasons, whether it be causes or outcomes and effects of that issue. And you need to provide a little bit of literature from the evidence, state of the science, to illustrate what these issues are and what all of the pieces in this first paragraph are. The next paragraph is basically where you decide what your position on this issue is. Now, please pay attention to this second sentence here. The strategy should reduce or eliminate one cause or negative outcome. So let's say you choose nursing burnout as your contemporary nursing issue. There may be 5 or 6 issues that lead to nursing burnout, or there could be 5 or 6 negative outcomes that stem from nursing burnout. You are certainly welcome to list all of those in your first paragraph, but when you get down to this second paragraph, you're going to focus on just one. That's one of the biggest problems I see with this paper when it's submitted, is not having a clear idea of what the one cause or one negative outcome is that you would like to present a solution for. Now, the following paragraphs should basically provide more evidence from the literature to support your position, and you can kind of lead that on into your conclusion as well. Now, the only parts that are due this week is the first paragraph and the second paragraph. You have to describe your issue, and then state your position. And that's the only parts that will be due this week on Sunday. Please be aware, if you submit anything past these two parts, you will not get feedback on it. So please just really focus on providing a good, hearty first and second paragraph. It's usually 1 to 1.25 pages long for me to give you good feedback on, and then your second draft you'll also get tremendous feedback on. But we're just focusing on this first and second section here. All right, next, you will be needing to select your contemporary nursing issue, and that's going to be done on the discussion board forum in discussion here. So you have a contemporary nursing issue project topic and partner. You need to go within this discussion board forum and you need to post what you decide your issue to be, and if you are searching for a partner, you can discuss that within this forum. And if you have decided to work alone and you have decided your position, you can post that. Now, you are allowed to work with a partner, as it states here and several places in your rubric and format or your template. It is not required that you work with a partner. However, we certainly encourage you to work with a partner on this because the workload and the teamwork become essential in this program, as you will be asked to work with partners in several courses. And this is just one of your beginning courses that we encourage you to partner up. If you would like to work with a partner, again, you can seek a partner within this forum here and discuss with your partner once it's decided what you guys would like to do for your topic. And anyone who chooses to work with a partner, I will create them their own little group, sort of like a forum or blog page that they can show all of their work for in this section under users and groups. All right, next on your list here, you want to go to the American Nurses Association website. This is an excellent website where you can put in contemporary nursing issues in the toolbar searching bar here, and they will just give you kind of an overview of what some of the nursing issues facing contemporary nursing and professional nursing right now are. There are several nursing issues. However, when you choose your issue, it will be very important for you to focus on the nursing aspect of this issue. So you're not going to be choosing a topic on the pathophysiology of a disease or simply a disease state or an issue that focuses only on patient care. You want to focus on something that is essentially an issue surrounded by nurses and the end result affects patients. So you wouldn't consider writing your paper on the disease state of Kawasaki's, but you may consider writing your paper on medical or medication issues with nursing in treatment for Kawasaki's. Do you see the difference there? The issue for the nurse must be present and it must be most important. Some examples of contemporary nursing issues are nursing burnout, gender segregation in nursing, end-of-life care provided by nursing, withdrawal of care in the ICU. All of those issues focus on the nurse as being the heart of the issue. However, the patient and best patient practice is always the end result. All right, so next, number 4 here, it's very closely related to number 3. You select your partner and you go into the forum discussion board and you decide what issue you would like to talk about. Now, if there is a problem with the issue that you select, I will respond to you in the discussion board. I will let you know that yes, you can do this paper on this issue, or maybe we need to look at other areas of the issue. I will be communicating with each of you as you post your information in there this week so that you will know in that forum whether or not I have permitted you to do that issue. I don't usually have a problem with students choosing issues for this paper. It's just most important, again, for your issue to be focused around the nurse, around the baccalaureate prepared professional nursing focus. Next, you want to find at least 5 resources or references related to your issue that you could use in your project. These are not necessarily manuscripts or articles or websites that you definitely will use, but you want to start searching for that because you'll be submitting your first draft this weekend, and we want you to early in the week be focusing on what literature you can include in this first draft and your entire paper. Next, again, none of these are due to be submitted to me here. These are just activities for your benefit and for your learning. But next, we would like for you to complete the following reflection activity that focuses on what nursing theory you think guides your practice. And that's just something that you can do in your own spare time this week, but it's something that's important to the objectives of this week's professional nursing, because one of the focuses on baccalaureate prepared nursing and professional nursing is incorporating, integrating, and understanding what theory you practice by. All right, so your submitted assignments are down here. We have 3 things that you need to complete this week. Number 1, reveal your topic and or your partner in the Contemporary Nursing Issue Forum that we just discussed. 2, you are going to create your discussion and reflection assignment that's focused on evidence-based practice and cultural competence. And 3, you will be submitting the first draft of your Contemporary Nursing Issue paper. Remember, the only 2 parts of the paper you will be submitting is the explanation of the issue and description of the position. Anything that is submitted beyond those 2 sections will not be provided feedback. Please only submit these 2 sections. All right, here you can get to the forum where you decide your topic and or your partner. This is your discussion post for this week. Okay, for your primary post, you have several points that you need to hit within the assignment in order to gain full credit. Please focus on discussing and using dialogue with every one of these points in your primary post. And then in your response post, we'd like for you to choose one student whose practice or cultural competence differs from yours, and then kind of compare or contrast or both your views with theirs in a very positive but encouraging way. Here is where you will be submitting your first draft of the Contemporary Nursing Issue paper. Just like any other assignment, you go within this forum here or within this link here to submit your paper. And you do have some attached files here for you to review last minute if you'd wish to do that. And then every student must submit a draft document even if they are working with a partner. This is important because when you have partners, although you will be getting the same feedback, I need to, when I'm grading this or when the TA is help grading, we need to submit both partners that feedback so you are both aware of what needs to be changed, revised, and what positive, encouraging comments we have as well. All right, that looks like that is all I have for you today in Module 3. If you have any questions or concerns, as usual, please do not hesitate to ask. Many blessings, and we'll see you in discussion.